We're so back.
We're back with energy this time.
Oh, yeah. You know, I had a lot of people still said they loved the low energy pod. I think it's because it was Sunday.
I'm not going to lie to y'all. I was kind of drunk. I know I said that, but like I was a lot more drunk than I thought I was at the last pod.
Oh, because you did golf before it, right?
Yeah, we did 18 holes. We started drinking at 7. We did that podcast at like 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, no more
Drinking-
Sunday pods. That's
Drinking
our recovery
at the
day.
pod is okay. Drinking before the pod, not a good idea.
Joe, are you worried that you're going to become like a drunk, fat golf old guy?
Yeah, I got a gym membership in where I'm moving.
When you get married or something, you'd be like, oh, man, I can't wait to do golf and get away from my wife and just go drink.
I'm on that path.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well,
you're gonna join us though. You know, this morning me and Corn were talking about it, and he's getting into it. And he's like, "Bro, let's get Max into it." I'm like, "I'm trying, dude. I'm really trying."
He listens
My
to this
thing is,
pod.
I just really think the weather here is too.
It's too damn
but
hot.
we're coming
Too
into
hot,
good
bro.
season. I know, but give it a month, and it'll be like 75.
in the mornings, it's been so humid here that like I can't. I mean,
No, I've been doing a lot of indoor golf.
That's what
which
we're
is
doing
also
for
fun.
our holiday party this
Perfect
year.
Round?
We're going to Perfect Round. We rented out the whole venue. It's like this golf simulator thing.
am I
But it's,
invited?
if you'd like to come, sure.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah,
I'll go.
where Chewy's is catering it.
Yeah.
Boom. It's gonna be delicious.
I went there the other day. Real nice.
I'm
Like
really
a nice
excited.
club or nice bar with.
You know,
golf.
Taylor's mom for my birthday got me a nice polo to wear for golf. So now I got to wear it. Now I got to go golfing.
Well, I think we're playing Sunday.
Can't wear
morning
that
if you're
outside of
gonna
golf.
stay.
I'm gonna be in
doing it.
Spain.
No, really?
Yeah, I can't do it.
Why?
Okay, so here's the thing. So Taylor and I and Joe and his girlfriend and I think Joe's cousin and his girlfriend are going to Six Flags this weekend. Taylor got a little birthday surprise. We're going for the night, doing the spooky roller coasters. Joe's staying the whole weekend. Wants me to stay the weekend.
in San Antonio.
Yeah, but
Nice.
we've been traveling too much. Like I
I don't understand that.
like
I
I'm
don't understand
tired,
that.
bro.
I'm tired. Like
Yeah,
I'm
I know. but
tired.
What I'm asking you to
I've been
stay
away
for.
I've been away from dude for like over a week.
Calm
like,
down. What I'm asking you to stay for is to float around a lazy river and get drunk.
Yeah, and as a mature adult, I'm saying, hey, I want to spend time with my dog and do like things around the house. And
Okay, fair enough.
So
Yeah. Well, I have not been traveling, so I'm gonna take advantage of the weekend.
that's true.
I think I don't even know. I'm still waiting to hear if I'm.
We just had summer shredding for like 4 days straight with
yeah.
the most competitors, most people. So I was like on for 4 days, and then
How was
straight
that?
into like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday crazy work week. Today I have 3 photo shoots for Alfleet, one at midnight tonight.
Are you still
and
like
then
the
I
main-
leave
main guy?
tomorrow. Yeah,
You're
and
the
then
main guy?
tomorrow morning I leave at like 8 for the flight to Spain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then to come back to go right, it's just like, bro, I haven't stopped in a while.
Yeah, it's hectic.
I'm tired.
Hey, I was gonna complain to you about this. Who's doing the marketing for like summer shredding and stuff?
Yeah,
Because
I
I had a
was
lot of people reach out to me that were
asking.
like, "We didn't even know there was a car show," and I'm like, honestly, I didn't even know until the night before you text me.
Not to throw anybody under the bus or anything, but like I was not happy with like the summer shredding show did so good.
Yeah.
We had 300 plus people, which we haven't had in a while.
What's the normal turnout?
Normal's like our one in July was like 160, 170.
What's the best before this one?
I think in 2019 or 2020 we had 400
Okay.
at the peak. But no, this one went super good, and we announced that we have one more. We're gonna like post one more show November 1, and then we have championship November 2nd. So one more qualifier, and then championship, and then car show on November 3rd. But yeah, the marketing wasn't. The show was great, but then the bash at Alfland like didn't really correlate. So
Wasn't that bashy?
it wasn't that bashy.
I just didn't even know.
Yeah, people were asking Heidi, people were asking me.
Yeah, I mean, like I know somebody that competed, and I didn't even know. Like until he posts like his medal, I had no fucking clue there was a summer shredding even going on.
Yeah.
Why do you think summer shredding was such a big success? I say again, but like almost to like the peak number. Do you think it's because locally it's just the best place to do it?
Yeah.
Like why is Stafford, Texas the best
No,
location?
it's the best one, and like we're closest to the championship now. So if people are going to try to qualify and then come compete at the championship, like it makes sense to do the one closest to it. So that's why we're going to host that last one November 1 as a qualifier, so people can like literally the next day on the Saturday go do the championship. So
How much prize money do you give out again?
like 110 grand.
How do you divvy that up?
It's like first, second, like at the championship, first, second, third. It's like 5,000, 2,000, 1,000, and then the overall champions get like an additional 10 or something.
By the way, the Summer Shredding, if anyone doesn't know, is a bodybuilding. It's a whole bodybuilding show, but there's like
you'll be
physique.
excited about this. The natural division that we were like kind of talking shit about.
Yeah.
Right? Like it.
I
was
will be excited for the natural division.
the fit physique class. We had like 2 more competitors than men's physique this time. So that class is like seeing more, like more attraction than the men's physique.
How do you qualify natural competitors?
What do you mean?
Like
how
you
do
have a
test
natural
them?
division. Are you just like check yes if natural?
No, we're drug testing
What kind of drug testing?
urine
Okay.
because the other
Do
ones
you
are
wa-
like $400.
Do you watch their wieners?
I personally don't.
Kurt's like, I witness all of them.
I mean, this is a serious. I mean, I know it ain't that big a deal. Not to downplay the show or anything, but are you just like, yep, just go in the bathroom?
No, like, I'll say that like
When I did powerlifting and I had to get drug tested because I won a show and I had to go get drug tested. Like it was literally like dude standing next to me in the stall.
yeah, no, that's what it is.
Do you send them somewhere or they come do it here?
I think they do it here in Houston.
They hold the cup and you
No, but it's
pee
like
in
at a
it.
facility. It's not at Alpha Land, right? They like go to like a drug testing place?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I
pretty
feel
sure.
like they're pretty strict about that.
Yeah, and like I'm the first one. Like if we have somebody who wins that's like not natural and that comes out, like I will announce that shit.
If someone is not natty, like
And they compete in it.
no, I mean like does urine will that tell like 100% or is that just like I mean obviously there's no you'd have to do a lot of tests that you're not going to do like blood and all this shit, but like
Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know what the half-life is. Like, could you be on a fuck ton of testosterone, get off a month before the show, and not show up?
well I'll be able
What
to
is
tell you
that-
because
what
if
is
I
that
just
period of
if
time?
I look at all the competitors, like if anyone looks better than me, they're not natty. I'm the peak.
There's a lot of them.
You're like, man, their workout routine must be way better than mine. No, I actually do have a pretty shitty routine. Hey, I'm starting to add legs multiple times a week. I decided that I'm not going to get any bigger that much on my upper body, but I think that I can add weight to my frame.
That's what I've done
via
this
legs.
last 2 years. I've added
Yeah.
weight via legs.
You know what I
Here's-
realized? I'm right there with you. I need to. So
Well, you've added some weight to your frame, but not
yeah, I'm in bulk, dude. I'm summer bulking right now.
not muscle.
Not muscle. I was playing with Senna and I like sprinted with her for a second, and I realized that like I haven't sprinted in.
You want to start running, bro? I'm down to start running.
Well, I'm just like in like it's
Everyone's
a
doing it.
crazy thing to say, but I'm like before that, like I don't think I've ran full speed in like over a year. Like I haven't played basketball. I haven't done
probably
anything
been
where I
like
like
4 years.
Yeah, that's where I'm like I need to start.
Do you remember when
doing
I-
stuff not to like stay in shape, just to like keep it? I don't know. I like sprinted for a minute. My knees kind of hurt. I was like, oh god. Like,
Do you remember when I
this is
smoked Joe and running back at an old Alphalete gym?
Yeah.
You know David, had a beast, big competitive guy, talked a lot of shit.
I don't know anyone that's beaten Max.
Smoked
in
him on a
run,
race.
in a sprint.
Well, Shawley beat me.
He did.
Shawley and Anzi beat me.
it's weird. Those two people beat you.
Charlie's
I wonder why.
athletic.
Those are the only two.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
Those are the only two people that have beat me in a race.
Yeah.
Everyone else, I've beaten Mike Thurston. I've beaten Rob. I've beaten Joe. I've beaten Javon. I beat David.
You beat Javon?
Yeah.
All right.
That's one.
I'm being real over here. All right. I'm trying to.
Wait, before I want to talk about this leg thing. So I'm 3 times a week. I'm going to add in leg press 4 sets, beginning of every workout, starting next week. 3 times a week. And then on leg day, I'll do a regular leg day, but I'm also doing more legs throughout the week. And here's a big banger. I'm adding weighted crunch abs twice a week now.
I'm starting to do my abs twice a week now because I haven't been doing them. And the other day I was working out with Juan, our media guy.
Yeah.
And he did my prep last year. He filmed a lot of the videos and stuff like that last year. And he was like, your abs are kind of weak, aren't they? And I'm like, I mean, yeah,
they're not as poppy as they once
yeah,
were.
they're not as poppy. He goes, are you gonna train them? And I was like, I guess that's my key to start training him.
But I'm not going to train calves.
No, it's too much energy.
Your legs have definitely gotten bigger, but I don't know if your calves have gotten. Have they? They look nice, bro.
I think they look pretty good.
Dude, they look like a fucking like coaster that you just slid in.
Look
your,
how high it is here. Look at that.
bro. Look at it. It looks like a octagon like a coaster. Did you get implants?
Yeah, water molecule implants.
Oh my!
Mark
fucking
Fit told me
God.
about those.
Oh, that's a real thing.
Yeah,
Daryl keeps talking about how he wants to get calf implants.
I didn't actually.
That's really a thing.
Yeah.
I feel like
You-
they would like blow up or something. When
no, you can milk anything with nipples, Joe.
makes sense.
Hey, I saw something on the internet. I have to read it all out. Have y'all heard about this shopping cart theory? It's pretty interesting. Okay, I'm going to read this all. Then I just want your thoughts on it because you're going to be like, "Oh, I agree, probably," but I want your thoughts on it. So everyone, just pay attention. Okay. So this is called the shopping cart theory. The shopping cart is the ultimate litmus test for whether a person is capable of self-governing. To return the shopping cart is an easy, convenient task and one which we all recognize as the correct, appropriate thing to do. To return the shopping cart is objectively right. There are no situations other than dire emergencies in which a person is not able to return their cart. Simultaneously, it is not illegal to abandon your shopping cart. Therefore, the shopping cart presents itself as the apex example of whether a person will do what is right without being forced to do it. No one will punish you for not returning the shopping cart. No one will fine you or kill you for not returning the shopping cart. You gain nothing by returning the shopping cart. You must return the shopping cart out of the goodness of your own heart. You must return the shopping cart because it is the right thing to do, because it is correct. A person who is unable to do this is no better than an animal, an absolute savage who can only be made to do what is right by threatening them with a law and then force that stands behind it. The shopping cart is what determines whether a person is a good or bad member of society.
I'm not going to lie.
It's pretty deep.
I always return the shopping cart perfectly. Like I always put it, I'd be sure like I really get it back in and like I'd be sure the carts are secure and ready for the next person.
Yeah.
How many times have you not returned the shopping cart?
Never.
A couple.
There have been.
There's been times.
There's a few times I put it on the curb, like twice.
No, yeah. If I don't return it, I do it out of like, I don't want a cart to hit my car, so I always put it away because I'm scared it's gonna hit a car. I don't really care about the like. But also then I watched Cart Narcs for a long time.
Cart Narcs, yeah, I've seen this.
Cart Narcs is great. I watch that shit nonstop. And because of that, I have to, because I'm like terrified that I'm gonna not return it one time and I'm gonna hear that like beep skip widdly, like the guy fucking running at me with the thing.
Here's a question.
So I'm good.
Here's a scenario. You had to park for whatever reason pretty far out in the parking lot, okay? You had a bunch of stuff you got, you go out there, you look, and the cart area is a pretty dramatic distance away.
Are there cars around you?
If it's a packed parking lot, like peak hour.
No, this is going to get more detailed here. Yeah. But then very close to you, maybe around a curb or in some random parking spot, there's another cart. Do you in your head just go, well, they're going to have to take back that cart so I can just put my cart in with that cart and I'm not doing anything? Or would you go, I should return this cart and that cart?
I don't know. Greg Plitt said this quote one time that really stuck with me my whole life. Yeah, it is. Because he said, don't ever be the guy that, like, if you throw a piece of trash at the trash can and you miss, like keep walking by and not go back and pick it up and put it in the trash can.
Oh, of course, you have to pick it up.
Yeah, so like that's kind of the same thing, I think. Like,
but littering is a fine.
Yeah, that's illegal.
That's illegal.
Leaving your cart out's not.
It's just.
I would say I return the cart 99.99% of the time. There might be like a one, like if it's raining really hard and I'm out in the middle of the parking lot and there's no cars around me and there's other carts out there, like, and think in my head, I'm like, all right, I'll leave it. But for the most part,
hey,
you know what? The one thing I do that I need to stop doing because in my head it's not bad.
Pouring rain, I don't know.
Yeah, I do that because I've had like 2 people call me out on it, but most people never say anything, so I never thought it was like a bad thing. But the more I do it, the more I'm like, shit. I spit gum outside a lot. I'll like roll my window down and spit gum out the window.
Bro, you're killing animals.
I know. I do it all the time.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm honest. I also have been known. I've spat some gum.
Yeah, and I had someone like, bro, you shouldn't spit that out the window. That's like littering. And I'm like, no. And then in my head, I'm like, damn, that is kind of.
Bro, if you walk around like any city or whatever, if you look on the sidewalks, like all the little black marks, like that's gum that's been there forever. Like it's not like tar. It's like just any city you go to. Just look at the sidewalk.
I would say like
it's gum. It's like black.
I'd say like once a day I spit gum on the ground.
I used to just swallow it.
I don't do that. It didn't even dawn on me like there could be a trash can nearby. If I'm outside, I don't even think like I should take it out and put it in the trash can. I just spit it out.
Think about the same thing as, bro, people, it's like the most common thing in the world. People just flick their cigarettes.
Is that littering?
Yeah, but I think the cigarette butt, no, that is, but I think the cigarette butt will probably disintegrate faster than the gum. The gum's there for years. I feel like the cigarette butt kind of like.
Hey, how do you think I should deal with this?
Good.
I don't want to call him out. I don't think he's going to watch this podcast.
Call him out, dude. Do it.
There's probably he's got to be well over 70 years old. Guy who lives near me.
You're not calling him out.
What?
No one knows who this guy is.
So it's Max's neighbor.
Yeah.
It's it's a potential neighbor.
His son watches the show.
He's an older gentleman, really nice. When I was building my house, he would just kind of show up in the house. That was kind of strange. But
in the house?
Yeah, I'd be like in while I was getting
Just, like,
renovated,
checking it out?
and I would just be in. I would look over, and he'd just be in the house. Like, yep, just checking it out.
Do y'all remember like all the people that came into our house? I mean, whoops. You bleep that out.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I remember like people because you had that back gate, and
Yeah.
you would leave the back door open all the time, and they're just like random people like in the house, and they'd be like, "Oh, we're just looking at the house," and it's like, what?
It's not for sale.
Yeah, like there's nothing for sale. Sign. Like it's what are you doing?
All right, so hold on. Okay, so this guy, our mailbox is like a couple, like you have to walk to the
Yeah.
mailbox, right? And I've made a conscious note that he walks past my house to go to the mail, and I see him walking past, and he's a big smoker.
Yeah,
Smokes cigarettes.
yeah.
He's actually taller than you, Joe.
At 70,
Yeah.
that's wild.
Why? Because he'd be bent over?
No, tall people don't live that long. You don't see a lot of old tall people. We're like Great Danes.
Well, I have one living
shorter
near me.
lifespan. Yeah.
But in front of my driveway and stuff, I'll see cigarette butts, but he smokes, and I see him smoke, and I'm like, it has to be this guy.
He's walking up to your house. And
No, I
like,
think he's walking, smoking a cigarette, and when he's done with the cigarette, he just like throws it, and a lot of times it just happens to be. But like, do I go and be like, "Hey, man, could you not throw?"
Does it bother you?
Well, at
You
the end of
see
my
the cigarette
driveway.
button, you're like, ugh.
Well, if I see trash in my yard or something, like a bottle, like I pick it up, like, and then I see
How much of a? I mean, is that like just a filter, or he's like throwing a half?
like a
half
filter.
smoke?
Why does it matter if it's half a
Well,
cigarette?
because like a bunch of little cigarette butts wouldn't bother me if they're like in my driveway, but if there's like fucking
yeah,
full
but if I
stoves
don't
laying
pick
around-
them up, they will accumulate. Then there'll be more cigarette butts.
Yeah, but I feel like you got to see him do it.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
gotta
like you
get him-
can't.
you
You can't
gotta
just
see him
assume
do
it's
it.
him. Because what if he's like, "That's not me. I never throw mine."
He walks past and
I
smokes.
know, but what if there's like some kid at midnight that's doing it? That you're gonna blame this old man? You
No.
have cameras. I would get him on camera doing it, and then go confront him. If he says no, just like show him the video.
Put it on a VHS tape.
our HOA,
Sorry, I know you don't have a DVD player, so
my neighbor, I don't even care if I call them out.
wait, next door or on the corner.
The one on the right hand side, like if you're walking out of the room, you should say in straight ahead, like
oh,
the
like
neighbor.
across the fence.
I thought we were friendly. Yeah,
across the fence or not across the fence?
Yeah, they crossed the fence.
Oh yeah, no, they never liked us.
I thought they liked me.
Remember when they like screamed to you for Ava? She was like outside in the rain or something.
Yeah, and
yeah,
then,
no, they didn't like us since then.
But then they were like, "Oh, Nala's so cute," you know. But then anyway, we got a message from HOA in the mail about we have a hot tub in the backyard, you know,
That you haven't used.
that we haven't used yet.
Ever?
Ever, yeah. But it's a hot tub. But the picture that HOA put was from our neighbor's second floor balcony. So it was like an angle, like I could clearly tell exactly
Yeah.
where that photo was taken. And I'm like, what the fuck is this hot tub
Wait,
doing
what
to
was
you?
the problem with the hot tub?
They don't. I
The
guess,
HOA
like,
won't let you have a hot tub in your own backyard.
No.
Bro, it's
Bro, that
done really
HOA
nicely,
sucks.
and it has like a cover on it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is
So I'm
really-
gonna have to rip it out when we sell the house.
Wait, so what it say? Is an eyesore?
It's like a big, yeah, like we didn't get it approved.
I would tell them
Hey,
that
what are you gonna do with that?
suck m-
What are you doing with that hot tub?
You want to buy it?
Maybe
Great.
It's a nice above
Never
ground
been
hot
used.
tub.
One, yeah.
I don't know how much it is to move a hot tub, but actually
No, I
the
can
new
move it.
house I have
I'll
plenty
move
of
it for
room.
you.
Do you think Christian's gonna be like, yeah, I'll sell it to the same price I got it?
In
Be
the
like, well, it's
price,
used.
in the price, I'll get it moved to your house.
No, I literally thought about buying a hot tub for my new house because I can't fit a pool, but I can fit a hot tub.
It's a really good hot tub.
Christian, do you sell a hot tub that you bought less than 2 years ago that you never used as new?
No, I would discount it like 25%,
20.
What about for a friend discount?
dude?
30%.
No, I'm thinking more.
Bro, honestly,
Yeah, you
HOA.
buy a new one then. You can get
I
it
mean,
installed.
yeah.
What's your thoughts on HOA, bro? Because
Ours
They're
is
so
wild.
annoying.
do you think it's like the kids that like got bullied?
Yeah.
Because
It's retired people that have nothing else to
we
do.
used to get, we would get, when we all lived together, we're getting packages a lot. We would get letters in the mail with a photo of our doorstep of our packages with a, like, so I'm like, so
Bro.
that means this person drove there, took a photo, went home, made the thing, put it in the mail, sent it to
Our
us.
whole like little community is now signing a petition and like going to court because they're trying. HOA is saying if you have a car parked in your driveway,
No, I know.
then that's not okay. It has to be in your garage. I'm like, I have shit in my garage. So
Yeah.
and then they only and then
Yeah, you
our
have all those
neighbor
dead bodies.
have like kids and stuff. So they have like 4 cars. So they're like, yeah. So
But I thought
it's
if you
just-
have your garage filled with cars, then you can have cars in your parking lot. It's only
you know,
if-
you have to register any car that comes into.
I think
your
it's,
driveway.
well,
luckily
into
you're
your-
moving.
I
Yeah.
thought it was the guy on the corner with all the cameras.
No,
with
it's the
Jeep.
guy
I
with the
thought it
smart
was
car.
him. Oh, I don't know who that is.
do you think HOAs are a
Wait,
net?
no, the same guy with the Jeep.
He has a Jeep and a smart
Yeah,
car.
that's the
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah,
He has- He has
yeah.
one-ton axles.
He has this guy has a sign on his grass that says "Don't let your dog pee in my grass." I'm like,
So funny enough, I just did the walk on my house. I move next week actually, and I think I'm gonna like my HOA because the HOA guy happened to be walking by and he's like, "Hey, I'm the president of the HOA," And I was like, hey, like random question, but where I used to live, like if I had a truck or something in the driveway, but there was an open spot in the garage, they'd send us a fine because I wasn't using the garage space. And I swear to God, the fucking HOA guy was like, he's like, no, we don't do that here. I'm like, okay, cool. I think we're good. But fun fact, the entire city of Fulshire has a dark sky policy or something.
Yep, so do we.
Yes, you cannot have any floodlights.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed to have any floodlights and no upward facing lights. So like if you have sconces outside, they have to have a shield because no light can go up. Yeah, he told me that. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that was a thing. But because I was asking him, like, why are all my outdoor lights like facing down? You can't really see shit at night. He's like, oh, it's a dark sky policy.
Yeah, I don't
think
that.
you're supposed to have that floodlight, by the way.
Yeah, my new neighborhood, there's no street lights.
See, okay.
So I have to walk dude in the dark.
Let's get into it. So I think that HOAs are the stupidest thing in the world. However, I know people, and Max is about to be in the situation, that have moved to very nice neighborhoods that used to not be nice neighborhoods. So places that are getting gentrified, fucking term, that don't have HOAs or have very lenient HOAs. And then the problem is you build a $4 million home with a beautiful yard and a driveway and everything, and your next door neighbor has a pink fucking fence, 2 broken down Jeeps in their yard, and a trampoline, and there's nothing you can do about it. You have to say, every morning you wake up in your $4 million house and look out the window, and the house next door to you is falling apart, and the weeds are growing over and stuff, and there's nothing you can do. I feel like there's a happy medium. Like, you need an HOA, but you don't need the dickhead that's like, oh, your tire's 6 inches away from the mailbox.
All I'm mad about is like when we started living there 8 years ago, I never got problems there parking in the driveway, but now it's like the last 2 years.
I feel like they always gave a shit. Well, they got about parking in front of the house.
No, they're saying in my driveway.
No, I know.
Yeah. So
Same with trash can. We got hit for trash cans like every fucking day there.
Man,
you would take the trash out in the morning at 9, and if it wasn't back in the garage by 1, there'd be a notice on the door like you left your trash out.
What happens if you like travel and you're like, hey, I'm gone all week. I'm going to put my trash can out, and I'm not going to bring it back till I get back.
I mean, you could technically fight it in court. I dealt with this
in court.
The house that I just sold, I was like, you know what? There's a big pothole in front of my driveway y'all didn't fix. The landscapers aren't doing what they're doing, and the gate's always broken. So I was like, I'm putting my foot down. I'm not paying HOA fees. Like, fuck y'all. They kept sending me notices. I sent them emails back like, until y'all fix these things, I'm not paying y'all.
No, I used to when all the Amazon packages, and they say like you can't have packages out on your doorstep for like periods of time. But it was funny because like you would have like 20 days to rectify the problem, and I was just like, well, I'm just going to leave them out there for 20 days, piss you off. And I was like, how can you prove that the packages like that? If you were to like, oh, you didn't move them, like those are new packages. Those are different.
Yeah,
you didn't tell me about those ones. Those are the other boxes.
Well, anyways, on the
they've sent us so many pictures of my house,
and you don't even check the mail.
Like, stop sending me pictures of my freaking house.
Yeah. No, I didn't pay up my last house thinking I was going to stick it to the man. It turns out they can put a lien on your house. So when I sold my house,
because you have $100 HOA.
When I sold my house, well, because at first they're like, if you don't pay up, you're not going to be able to use the community pool. I'm like, okay, like, cool. I have my own fucking pool. But when I finally sold the house, my fucking realtor called me and was like, hey, like, by the way, like, $6,000 of what you're owed is getting taken out and going to the HOA because you owe them $6,000 in fines. And I'm just like,
it was
what?
a $100 fee and $5,900.
No,
I wasn't have a bill.
No, I wasn't paying the yearly, like, you know, like your dues. I for 2 years I just didn't fucking pay it. I just told them, until y'all fix my driveway and shit, I'm not paying this.
Bro, did you know that you need an alarm permit at your house?
Yeah,
which
you're supposed to have.
Yeah, you have to pay. Like, if you have a security system, you have to register your security system with like your HOA or whatever, which I guess makes
only
sense.
If it talks out. If it's local, I don't think you do. Like, if it's only like if your window breaks and it goes off in your house, I don't think you do.
Oh, but if it calls the police,
yeah, then I think you have to have it registered.
Okay.
But anyway, fun fact: if you owe HOA shit, when you go to sell your house, you literally cannot sell the house until you like rectify all the fucking fines. Yeah, you may owe a decent chunk of money here at the end.
I think Taylor's actively interested in going into the HOA.
I wanted to. Honestly, you should. The neighbors like you. Well, I guess you're moving.
You know, at David, our friend David had a beast that I beat in a race. He lives in a very, very nice, brand new neighborhood. Like, there's still plenty of lots. Like, super, like the cheapest house.
His house looks wild.
It's so nice. All the houses, minimum like $2 million. Just put it in perspective. It's like brand new neighborhood. It's in the hill country of Austin. Beautiful. Like, all the houses are top notch. But they have up on the hill that you can see from David's driveway. Luckily, his is structured so you can't really see it. But there's so many people. The people that have built like $5 million houses, and there was this giant like wall built up because they're like, there's gonna be some industrial shit. But they built these huge like warehouses, like the ones we have around here. A huge warehouse that you can just see. And he had to go to HOA meeting because everyone's so furious because the builder never said that there's like Imagine being in your like $5 million
you have
house.
to know that when you
and
sign
your
up for
front
the house.
view is literally like warehouse docks.
Oh no!
But you didn't know that when you started building your house.
Can they just put like a forest or something?
Bro,
Like
no,
plant a bunch of
bro.
trees?
To put that amount of trees, I mean, you're talking like millions and millions of dollars of trees. Like
I would
it's
be
a huge. Yeah.
To me, like like just the privacy aspect is everything for the house, like for the lot. Like I don't want anyone seeing my shit.
Bro, in Riverstone, they're putting new houses right near Kroger, and they're all the lots are for sale. And your front view of your house would be Kroger. Like
Hell
the
no.
front view of your house on the water would be the Wendy's and Kroger.
So right across from my apartment, there's condos, and I was talking to a guy that a friend of mine owns one. So they start at $2 million, they go to like $8 million for condos right there next to my apartment. And there's a big field between it. And when they bought it, they're actually suing right now because when they bought it, it was said that was gonna be a park. And then 8 months ago, the city of Houston rezoned it, and now there's a giant high rise going up literally there. So your $4 million condo is gonna look directly into the window of another apartment. So now they're like suing, but I'm like, I don't even know if the city's the one that did it. Like the city's just gonna tell you.
That's
fuck
why
off.
on the front, left, and right is houses for me, and behind me is a lake with houses behind that. Nothing can get built that is I'm gonna see.
Unrelated, in the saga of I hate my apartment. So I got stuck in the elevator. Then someone else got stuck in the elevator for 4 hours.
Damn.
And now they shut down all the elevators besides one because they're all being inspected now because they're getting stuck too
Using
often.
the stairs?
So there's one elevator. So now it takes like sometimes 10, 15 minutes just sitting there waiting for an elevator because everyone else is using it.
How do they get stuck, bro?
I don't know. I've never seen elevators get stuck so much. You know what? At this point, it's Arrive Upper Kirby. All right? Never live at this place. It's the worst fucking apartment. I've tried to be nice, but like, fuck them.
Arrive Upper Kirby.
So we get home the other night
I like
from
their
dinner.
gym. It's nice.
Yeah, we get home from dinner the other night, and there's cops everywhere. The whole building's surrounded. And I'm like, this is weird. No. I don't know. This is unrelated to the
Joe's like,
taking
what
of
I
the
do?
elevator.
Fuck.
Yeah. So I pull my truck into the garage. No one stops us. They let us go down the garage. We get out of the truck in the garage. We're going to the elevator. And there's like fucking SWAT team in the garage shining lights in cars and shit. And I'm like, that's weird. And we like pop our head out and we're like, what's going on? And they like shine their flashlights at us. We're like, get inside. And we're like, okay. Take the elevator up to our apartment, go inside. Then a friend of mine calls. Apparently 2 guys like posed as door dashers or something, pulled guns and tried to break into one of the apartments. And the person in the apartment like didn't let them in and called the cops.
What?
And the cops were sweeping our building looking for them because they went in the stairwell and they don't know where they went. But I'm like, so the building knew this and didn't say. I get a text anytime they're doing a brunch with fucking champagne. I get a text of like, come join us today at the thing. Y'all didn't think to send us a text like maybe don't go in the stairwell while there's guys with guns in the fucking building? I think they're trying to hide it. They don't want you to know because I asked a friend, I'm like, what happened? They're like, oh, no, there's just a minor incident. And then I found out from someone else and he's friends with the cop and the cop told us like, oh, there's 2 armed guys in the
There's an
building.
incident with minors?
Huh?
You said there's a minor
A friend
incident.
of mine? Oh,
A
yeah.
small incident.
That was a
Yeah,
terrible
dude.
joke.
When I first moved in, there was an altercation with a bunch of cops, and I asked the front desk what happened. They're like, yeah, there was a slight altercation in front of the building. And the next day, the valet guy was like, yeah, like somebody was shooting in the front of the building. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, they shot the glass and shot the ground. And then I asked the front desk again, I'm like, did someone shoot a gun? She's like, yes, like a firearm was discharged. And I'm like, you didn't think to mention that yesterday?
Desk pop.
Dude, it's that place sucks. I hate apartments. I hate Houston, honestly. I hate the whole city.
You know, sometimes when I order DoorDash or whatever, and then like I can see that they're arrived because I'm hawking that. I'm like, where's my
Yeah.
food, right? And then I usually like go out and meet the person rather than just like let them do the thing. But I'm always like, when I open that door, I can't like see out my
Yeah.
door. Like when I open it, like a person could just like try to come in real fast or whatever. I need,
Well, see, in, like, in the
I need to start having like
apartments-
an Uzi or something.
At least with ours, like you basically when you move in, they're like, "Are we okay to send food up?" So once you say yeah, they don't even check like what it is. So like if someone came in, it's like, "Hey, I have food for 15D." They're just gonna put them in the elevator and let them go up. They don't call you to like see if you actually had food coming. And everyone said yes because no one wants to go downstairs to get their food.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't, dude. Living in the city has made me realize that like people are dumb.
Hey,
People are very
speaking
dumb.
of living in the city, I want to talk about my New York trip. I was in New York for the past week, and I used to hate New York. I thought it was just noisy, very messy,
Dirty.
it just like loud.
Yeah.
A lot of those things are still true, but I have a new appreciation for it after spending this longest I've ever spent in New York, and I realized that it's just a different way of life, and I think I can appreciate it because there's just like shit to do all the time, like in the city, kind of like walking everywhere, and I think I kind of like it.
You know what changed?
What, Joe?
You're rich now.
That doesn't change.
Rich people love New York. Poor people hate New York.
No.
Yes. if you're rich in New York and you can afford to go shopping and eat at fucking $1,000 steak restaurants, New York's badass. If you're just going there to hang out, not so much.
Well, I want to tell you how I got ripped off in New York while I was there, and this is, I want to know what you would have done because
Did you buy a Rolex from a guy on the street?
No, but I did. If you go to C Anal Street or Canal Street, you'll dude, it's just like fake shit on the street everywhere. And it's wild how like I guess there's so much other stuff going on in New York that they just don't care about that crime because like there's like blocks of just people with fake bags. And you would think that this would be the easiest bust in the world of like, hey, you can't do this. Cops just don't care.
New York cops don't do anything.
It's interesting. Okay, so after Taylor's fashion show, which she walked with Sherry Hill on New York Fashion Week, was great to see. Afterwards, we had a dinner reservation, okay? And it was about a mile up the street, a little less than a mile. But Taylor's in like she's in like a really nice outfit. So we were like, oh, let's like, I know it's gonna be like, it's dumb to like taxi up a mile, but like I don't want to be walking like all these heels for that. It was like dark. So we were trying to get a taxi, but oddly enough, there was no taxis. So then a guy on a like lit up, like covered like bike thing kind of rolls up and he's like, you want me to ride? And I was like, man, this guy's gonna fucking charge like, I bet it's gonna be like $50 to like go this mile up the street. But I was like, you know what? Whatever.
I'm rich.
No, that's not what.
Yeah.
Okay, so and it's cool. He like puts a speaker on. He's like riding his bike, and it's like illuminated, and it's like pretty cool, right? Taking photos, and so I'm just and I'm actually like, man, this guy's like navigating through traffic, but we get to the location, okay, and he gets out and he looks at there's like a little thing on the side, and I guess it measures like the time that you were in it, not really the distance, but the time, and he's like that'll be $170. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, 170. I go, we went less than a mile. We went less than a mile. He's like, it's like the time on the bike. Now, here's where I faulted. When I went to do it, I never was like, how much does it cost? Right? Like, what are the fees? I was just like, oh, it's probably like $50, 170. And at first I was like, do I fight? Do I say I'm not paying you this ridiculous amount of money? But then I go, I don't want this altercation. And I was like, just whatever, I'd take this L. But I took a second L, Joe. I took a second L because I go to pay and I'm already pissed off that I'm paying 170. It had a tip thing. And I was like, okay, well, I can't fault this guy. Like, I'll just tip. And then I hit tip 20% on $170. And then right after I go, wait a second. This guy doesn't probably work for a company. This is probably just a dude with a bike.
Yeah.
He already made 100% of the profit. Why did I tip him 20%?
Yeah.
I was furious.
It makes you feel better that happened to us after F1 in Austin. We left the club and we couldn't find an Uber. And we just hopped on one of those and it was like a mile and it was like $200 for 3 of us.
Oh my gosh.
And then we couldn't find, he was like cash only and none of us had cash. And he like came in the lobby of the hotel and waited for someone to go upstairs to get cash. Like he wouldn't leave.
If you were just like
threatened to call the cops.
If you were just like, that's a ridiculous price I'm not paying, like I'm assuming that would they be like, would negotiate or would they be like?
I mean, honestly, you never made an agreement. I don't know how that works. 'Cause same with like
Get a
taxi,
lawyer.
right? Well, like, I mean, like a taxi, like you didn't agree. I don't know, by getting on that bike, is that you're like, could you just walk away? If a cop came, can you get, there's no proof the guy actually took you on the bike unless there's a camera or something.
I have photos. They're great photos.
Yeah, I don't know on that one. Because like realistically, where were we all going? Like some high profile event?
No, to a restaurant.
Oh, see, like if you were going to a club or something, I feel like you could just be like, we're going to go in the club and like, he's not getting in. Like we'll just go and let him deal with the bouncer.
Man, I got ripped off. But overall, event was cool. So Taylor walked. Then I had some, actually was pretty productive, like work and stuff. And then we did the Sour Strips at Gymshark event. Whole lot of people. And this is
that Gymshark event looked wild. Like that production level is wild.
They sold, by sold I mean they're free tickets, but they still like sell them. I think they literally sold like 20,000 tickets.
Wow.
We brought 8,000 bags of candy and we had to like regulate it because after the first day we had already gone through over 5,000 bags like of just slinging product out.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But something I want to tell you guys, I had minimum, I think I had like 5 or 6 people specifically come up to me, and normally they go, "Hey Max, like love your YouTube, whatever." You know what they said to me? Any guesses?
Love your candy.
Yeah.
Well, that too, obviously. But
podcast.
They go, "Dude, love the podcast." Multiple people. That the first thing they said to me wasn't like, "I love your content, love your YouTube." Dude, love the podcast.
Yeah, I made a video
People
over
love
a year and everyone nowadays. Like if I get recognized now, it's from the podcast.
Yeah, I've had the summer shredding. There were a few podcast mentions.
I had people even saying like, "Oh, dude, that like the low energy one, I loved it. Like it was still great."
Fucking guy.
I feel like this
yesterday.
podcast is like for the real ones, you know. That
I
are,
mean, they
like,
get
watching.
what, like 50,000 views?
Oh no, not that.
No?
I'd say at a super minimum, like low 20s, but like most of them break over 30. I mean,
Nice.
sorry, averaging like 30,000.
Pretty good.
We just a couple bros chatting. Chase said he
Your
loves
YouTube's
it.
still doing pretty good.
Thanks, man. So is
We,
yours.
we both posted a video the same day, and like yours was like a normal kind of title, and mine was like a pretty dramatic, house tour.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, Max did more views than me in
Well,
48 hours.
I think people are just like, I think it's like part of like routine at this point. Like, hey, like Sunday I'm gonna get this vlog from Max, get a little update. Like Monday I'm gonna get the pod. It's just gonna be like kind of what's going on in like the world. But I'm enjoying stuff. I know I've been talking a lot, but I have another.
What like the Gymshark was? I mean, it looked like I'm not gonna lie, I have like FOMO of just like I'm curious how they can. It's so cool to see a brand that like I'm friends with the owner and stuff, like the level that they do it.
They're doing like 2 or 3 a year. They're rotating between LA, Miami, and New York. And so this is our third one. We've been to LA, been to Miami.
Was this the best one?
This is the biggest one.
Yeah.
What is it? Like a festival?
Yeah. What do they like offer there to like incentivize? Like
tell you
just
about
meet and greets or like.
Yeah, it's like an expo where like all of their athletes, all the big Gymshark people are there. They always have a huge. So it's called like Lift. Their event's called Lift, so it'd be like Lift New York, Lift LA, and basically there's like always like a huge outdoor lifting area, like probably I don't know, like 2,000 square feet or something. Like it's a pretty like substantial.
So like, what piece of Alphaland would that be? Like how big? Like
Like the outdoor area?
I would say it's almost as big as Gym 2.
okay,
Yeah,
that's 10,000.
That's a lot more than 2,000 square feet.
No,
then.
maybe it's not that. It's pretty big.
I would say that the outdoor area is probably between the two buildings. That's probably 2,000 or maybe 3,000 square feet.
Yeah, it's you can fit hundreds of people in this area, or hundreds of people were there.
It's just an open gym for anyone that wants to use it.
Yeah, just working out. They have like these cages and stuff they'll have like all like the people on the mics that'll be doing like deadlift competitions and stuff. And Jamal, I call him the deadlift guy, but like Jamal, he did 1,050 pounds deadlift, fucking insane. And then inside this one, they had. Because it was that place called Pier 36. That's like a full basketball court. People playing basketball. Then they have like a giant area that's probably as big as like maybe half the size like Gym 1. But it's like that's they do like they have a bunch of panels where they'll have like their athletes like speak or do Q&As and like do all this. They have a bunch of meeting area, huge retail purchasing area that they can buy like Gymshark stuff, custom stuff for the event. And then of course they have like all the vendors. It was like Bum Energy, Liquid Death, us. I think it was all the vendor, like Vaughn's Treats, and then a bunch of like food trucks that you had to pay for that. But like, it's just really cool, and it's a really cool way to get the.
It's cool because like hearing that is motivation to go back to summer shredding and be like, okay, fucking let's level this shit up.
It's
because like, we have the facility.
Yeah.
We have the perfect facility to like do it
For sure.
So now it's just a matter of like tweaking and hyping and getting the athletes involved and doing panels.
So we do, Gymshark always like loves having us out, which is like cool. And it's a really great way to like get the brand out because there's still a significant amount of people that are like in the fitness space. Not to be like, oh, everyone in fitness should know about sour strips, but there's like a lot of people that come up that have no idea what sour strips is, never heard of it. Is this fitness candy? Like whatever. So it's just like, it's a great way to get the brand out like at scale. But it is like free for us to be there, but the whole event cost me like almost $20,000 to like go to a free event, put like into perspective.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting is like I've been working with like Ghost, and we used to work with like
Like Ghost
bunch
and
of brands.
Gymshark's events are just like so wildly good.
Yeah.
That it's like, damn.
Well, I'm saying now it's interesting. Usually like we used to go for years, like when you go out to dinners, you go to events, you get whatever, and like we never had to pay for anything, right? Like, we'd go to fancy dinners, you go drinking.
We'd be treated up.
Oh yeah,
like
just
crazy.
Like, but now I'm the guy. Like we go to when we have these like $1,000+ dinners and stuff, it's like I'm doing the bill. Like I'm paying it. Hey,
For your team.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. But it's interesting because I used to be on the other side where like I would go to all these things and not pay for anything. But now I'm the guy that is like, I got my team. Let me cover everything.
Or when we brought our 50 athletes down for birthday sale this year, that was like just on flights because it was kind of last minute. fucking 50 grand on just like flights.
That's why I can be like really particular with how you like
Yeah,
do money, like spend money.
And I think right now the issue with the summer shredding event is maybe we're trying because I wanted to start doing athlete events like very, very soon. And we have the person, we hired the person to do it, but now it's like I think we can't do too many because like, if we have a bash after every summer shredding, right, in Houston, and then try to do athlete events on top of that, it'll like be hard to distinguish them. So maybe like less is more in the sense of like
I don't know how I normally find out though. It was just weird because I've always known like, oh, Christian's got summer training this weekend. There's a car show on this day. Like for the last 2 years,
you don't follow any like all the athletes.
No, I know that's what I'm saying.
But
But I would still know that. That's what I'm saying. I don't follow everyone, and I still have always known. This was the first time where like I saw the first time I knew summer shredding was happening was his story at the show, and I was like, oh, there's summer shredding today.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see even when we went to the gym, I didn't notice any like signs or anything. Like it just didn't even. I don't know. I'm just saying I didn't know. That's not a bad thing. Maybe I'm not the right target audience.
No, I wasn't happy with how we marketed.
I had a lot of people were mad at me because I think they think that I'm still doing the car show. I had a lot of people like hit me up. They're like, "Bro, why didn't you invite? Like, why didn't we know about the car? Like, no one knew about that car show."
Yeah.
Which is like, I mean, it was still full pretty much. I mean, we couldn't take much more cars.
It was still full,
but a lot of like, nothing against them, but like a lot of cars that shouldn't have been in that area were in. We filled it up with cars that probably should have been in the other lot.
Well, my thing is like
a bunch of Jeeps.
There were like a lot of like Camaros and Lexus. And it's like nothing against that, but like it used to be like nothing but like McLarens and Lambos and Porsches and stuff. Yeah. This last one I went to was a lot of
same day.
Oh, there's like four of them. Yeah, there was a lot of car shows. Yeah. But still, it didn't have that like elevated like, oh shit, this is the, I don't know.
In people in car show world, how do you, if you have 3 car shows going on the same day, how does one with a fancy car decide which car show they go? Is it like, who's gonna look at my shit the most?
Typically it's like who's closest. For me, it is like where do I have to drive the least?
Oh, okay. Another thing happened in New York where this is one of those. It was an aha moment for me, but it might be Max, you're an idiot moment for other people. I had this epiphany at dinner. At the dinner that I got charged $170 to go to. Okay, this is gonna sound dumb. Okay, but it made a lot of sense to me. So I love. Do you guys like pretzel bread? Mm-hmm. Love pretzel bread. I think pretzel bread's the most delicious bread. We go to Mastro's, whatever. Love pretzel bread. Now, I had this realization because I'm eating this pretzel bread, and I was like, hey Taylor, like what is it like about this bread? Like why does it taste like a pretzel? Like when they make it, like hey, I'm gonna make this bread or I'm gonna make pretzel bread. Like what are the ingredients that make it taste like a pretzel, right? So she's like kind of looking up. She's like, oh, it's like pretzel sourdough. I'm like, yeah, but like what are the like ingredients? She's like, oh, they use like brown sugar. And I was like, okay, maybe the brown sugar is like what it tastes like. But here's where the epiphany came through.
Wait, why'd she have to look this up?
Joe, how do you make pretzel bread?
No, but you're asking why does pretzel bread taste like a pretzel?
Well, I was wondering, I was like, when they make it, what are the ingredients that make it taste this way?
Oh, it's just a pretzel.
Huh?
It's just a pretzel.
How do they make it?
It's just not cooked as much as a normal pretzel is.
No, well, here's where the epiphany came through. I thought that pretzel bread was bread that tastes like pretzels. Do you agree or disagree before I keep going? Were you like, is that what I thought too? Like,
I mean, I would think you just chop up a pretzel.
Pretzel is bread.
This is where I had the epiphany.
I'm scared for y'all right now. The fact that
I was like,
what's happening?
I was like, okay, man, I can't believe they make this pretzel bread taste so much like a pretzel. But then I learned that pretzel bread and pretzels are the same thing. They're just smaller and cooked longer. And where the bread, because I was like, oh, it's in a shape. It's not in the shape of pretzel. It's in like a loaf. Pretzel bread is like the big pretzel you get at Auntie Anne's, just not shaped like that. Mind blown.
It's just rolled really fine.
It's not that the pretzel bread tastes like pretzels. It's that they're all pretzel.
So like pretzel bites are the same loaf.
They're
just cut smaller.
So pretzel bread, they cook it like differently, but it's this. But small pretzels with the crunch is just really thin pretzel bread shaped like a pretzel, cooked differently. Oh!
What did you wait? Why did the shape have to be a thing?
Because I was
thought pretzels like grew on a tree. Where do you think pretzels came from?
No. Because when I go to Auntie Anne's, I get a big soft pretzel. Love soft pretzels, okay?
But even little pretzels like in a bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm dipping the big pretzel in mustard. But when I go to a restaurant, I'm like, oh, I love pretzel bread, and I just eat it like regular. And I thought it's like a way that they make the bread was different than the way they make the soft pretzels.
How'd you think they made the soft pretzel bread that it just made that shape?
Well, I know they did it, but I just didn't think that they're the same thing. So that means I was like, so now when I eat pretzel bread at restaurants, I should be getting a side of mustard.
You can.
And dipping it in because that's what I do with soft pretzels.
Same with the little straight ones in the bag. Still all the same shit.
They're all the same pretzels, bro. No. Okay, Joe, you're big brain. Christian.
You could do like sour straws. You could do sour bites. You could just use the same material. And just
I was really concerned about you, but he's backing you up right now, so I'm just gonna shut up. I
don't think it's common knowledge.
What do you think they're made out of?
I thought they were like
they're made out of pretzel.
I thought they've mastered the ability to make this bread taste like what a pretzel tastes like.
What did you think a pretzel was?
I don't know.
Just pretzel stuff.
Fucking pretzel stuff, bro.
I didn't really realize they had pretzel bread at like restaurants that much.
We have it at Mastro's, Christian.
Maybe I just don't eat that.
Oh,
one.
dude, sliders with pretzel bread, so good. You like the little slider burgers with the pretzel bun?
But then I just basically learned that means all pretzel bread is just pretzel. It's
I'll give you one that I don't understand fully is ranch. Like, what does ranch taste like?
Bro,
like ranch has such a distinct taste.
I don't eat ranch, and
Why?
Because when I was a kid, my brother, I would like ketchup, and my brother would call ranch white ketchup. And so it didn't sound appealing, so I just never had it. Still haven't had it.
I love ranch. I just don't know what ranch is. Like, why does ranch taste like ranch?
There's a lot of questions you don't have answered. Here's a question. Christian, if you were to try to tell someone how to, like, hit me with just cough real fast. How do you tell someone how to do that? How do you tell someone how to be like, yeah, just, like, how do you tell someone to cough?
Cough.
But like, how would you describe what you're doing to be able to make that?
Coughing. I don't know. What do you want from me?
No, there's like, what does ranch taste like? You're like, I don't know, but like, it's like, there's a lot of things.
But there's something in ranch that's not called ranch. There's the main ingredient of ranch. I don't think it's called ranch. There's something in there that has, I know there's like dill and like probably mayonnaise and stuff, but there's something in there that makes it taste like ranch. I don't know what that is. Is it ranch?
How would you type out the sound of a cough?
A lot of U's, couple G's.
Kumar. What is that?
I don't know. Someone that knows what's in ranch.
Yeah, pretzel bread. Some people are going to go, you're an idiot, Max.
No, you are an idiot.
There's a lot of people out there that are going to go, bro, I had no idea.
I'm trying to think of another example now, but I can't.
How is rainbows made? Why is the sky blue, dude? No one knows. How is the limited slip in the rear end of a posi track Plymouth work, bro? It just does. How was your zero launch collection?
It was good.
Alphalete?
Good.
I wore the black shirt. Loving that black shirt.
Yeah, it's great, right?
Loving it a couple times.
I like the underwear. There's no pee hole. Pretty pissed about that. But overall, I think the underwear is, at first I was like, I think I like the more spandexy, but after wearing it and then wearing the other spandex one, the spandex one, like, it rides up a little bit. The cotton one doesn't.
Yeah.
It stays where it is.
I feel a little bit more manly with the cotton.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like really secure.
Like I feel like a lumberjack.
Less
like
synthetic. You know?
Yeah, like I'm like secure.
Please put the pee hole in there.
I will.
I was
for the
wearing
next
it
ones, I'll do them
with my jeans and my belt, and I go to the restaurant. Zip. Can't find my wiener.
I still can't imagine
taking it around.
I can't imagine risking pulling it out through a zipper.
Just go through the bottom, dude. Like pull the bottom of the boxers and go that way.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, because I can't do that. I usually just go down the bottom of my pant. I just kind of pee out there. But was it? How's the feedback
I
on it?
gauge it. Yeah, the feedback's been great. The only thing I'll say is, and Joe, you were attest to this. Like, if you on the zero shirts, if you like a little more room, then size up.
Definitely.
It wasn't
didn't
like
say
more
that.
room. It was just size.
But I like an XL.
It was.
I wear a large, and it fits me like a good. I think it fits me perfect, but I wouldn't say that that's how a large.
The double XL fits me how I expect an XL to fit.
Okay, so size up on the zero.
Definitely one size
Yeah.
up. Yes.
But as
XL
large,
was like
I think
spandex
it's
on
a
me.
fantastic shirt.
If you like a body hugging shirt like I do, I guess then size true.
It was. I mean, it was tight. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
If I was like super jacked,
Like,
I'd
I would
be into
never
it, but-
choose a double X on them because I like that fitted look.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm weird about the neckline too. If it's like if it's on my neck, I don't
Bro,
like
if you
it.
wear
He
a
came out
double
with
X,
shirts that were like.
you're a big boy or girl.
I
I
wear a double
50-inch
X.
chest, bro. That's a double X.
What do you mean? I literally wear a double X in those shirts.
Really?
Otherwise, I'm an XL.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of a.
I'm always an XL. In the zero shirts, I'm in double X.
You know, I've always thought like because I wore.
see how
Like,
your
that's an
shirt's
XL.
fitting you now,
Yeah.
and then this is just like a fitted.
But this
XL.
isn't how the double X in your shirts don't feel like that.
Yeah,
They're
the
still
XL
tighter.
fits more like
it's
this
still
one.
like that.
It's more like this one,
Yeah.
which
know-
is like an XL.
The
I wear-
double
I-
X on me fits like that's Yeah.
I wear larges in like merch shirts, but like if I get like a polo or like a jacket or something,
I think you're
always,
safely a large now.
But I'm
Might be a medium.
But if I were to get a button down, a polo, a jacket, medium all the time, 100%. Should I feel ashamed that I wore a medium when I was in 10th grade, and now I'm 35 and I wear a medium?
It's like a little man syndrome thing. It is. People do that with shoes all the time too. Like remember in middle school, when like I knew like people would be like, "Oh, I'm a size 13." I'm like, "No, you're not."
I used to wear a 12 size shoes when I actually have a 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like the height thing. I don't know why people lie about their shoe. Like that happens all the time. I have friends that'll be like 5'5". I'm like, "Yeah, I got a size 12 shoe," and I'm like, "No, you don't."
You know what they say about
Probably
big
a
shoes.
small dick.
That's
Winter
true.
shoes.
But
Or
overall,
he's making up for the.
overall zero launch went.
Good. I judge it based off like sell-through rate. Like after a week, what percent do we sell through on average? And it's like health. It's really good.
So what's the feedback on it? Like everyone's like, "Oh, I love that." Like you kind of went back to this.
No,
or-
they're loving it. Yeah. I actually just posted a thing asking people for feedback.
I love it. I
I haven't tried the scoop yet. I got to wear the scoop.
I can't do scoop. I don't have the upper chest for a scoop. My old roommate used to wear a baby V, and he would have
Tom?
this like, no, my buddy Paul.
Tom looks like a V kind of guy.
Nah, he was a crew.
Is he?
But Paul wore a V, and he had nice upper chest, and you could see the chest muscle. When I wear it, I don't have that. I can't do the V. I got my crew neck till I die, dude. Crew for life. Well, that's good.
Yeah,
Launch
that's
collection. Strabango did pretty well. We ordered 100,000 units, and we've sold through almost 50% of it so far.
Damn.
Yeah, in like a week. So that's good. A lot of it was
Wow.
like distributors as well, but our online launch went like way better than Rainbow, which
I don't know what happened with Rainbow.
dude, if you guys want some feedback, when I launched Rainbow Bites, it was actually like it was a day that no one was in the office for whatever reason, and I'm actually so glad because like when it launched online, it was just an average day of sales, and I was like actually like mildly depressed for like that whole weekend because I was like, wow, I know this product's great. We launched it and like no one wanted it, but now it's doing a lot better. But then
50% sell-through in a week is crazy.
well, Strabango's
kind
like
of not ideal,
dwarfing
right?
what Rainbow did. But I'm like, is it because it's like a new flavor? People have tried more of the bites.
Have you ever done a Strabango strip?
Nope.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe people just think Rainbow
I
strips
just like
are the same as Rainbow
I
Bites.
kind of like
and they're like, oh,
I
don't
like
know.
came up with the whole Strabango idea when I did margaritas forever ago,
Yeah.
and then when we did the Ghost collab, I was like, hey, we should do Strabango, and we kind of released that out in the world of like that flavor combination.
I thought that's what it is.
So I think this one
I think it's people thinking that Bites Rainbow tastes exactly like Strips Rainbow, and they already know what that tastes like.
they don't though.
I know, but people don't. You should definitely make sure all the future Bites are new flavors, not current flavors in Bites.
Do you want to know why the Rainbow Bites
I agree
don't
with
taste like the Rainbow strips? Or they're similar, but they're
Yeah.
not identical because when they make the strips, all of the individual strips, so the extrusion machines is like each strip on the Rainbow is a different flavor. Like it's 4 different flavors going in, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the Bites, it is those same 4 flavors, but they're pre-mixed before and then they go on to one thing. So it's like kind of the same, but it's not the same.
I just think if someone has a bag of Rainbow Strips, they're not going to buy a bag of Rainbow Bites. But if they want to try Strabango, they have to buy the Bites.
That's true.
I find I still like mixing up the bite with the strip.
I'm
Yeah,
team
no,
Bites.
I still
Fuck strips.
mix them up.
I hate strips. Bites
think-
are vastly superior in every
Double
way.
berry strips that's still a good one for me.
Yeah.
I like the thicker. I like a little bit more substance in the bite.
I just say I eat so many more calories when I do the bites.
yeah, I eat 4 at a
'cause the-
time.
that's 'cause
Eat
the bag's
4 bites,
bigger.
make a little sandwich.
Yeah, whenever someone tries the Bites for the first time and they just put like one bite, I'm like, no, you gotta have 2. It's like whenever I see someone try the sour strips for the first time and they take a bite that's like this much of the strip, and I was like, no, you need to minimum strips. You have to eat at least half the strip every time you eat a sour strip.
Yeah, I'd say 75%.
75% of the strip.
Or a whole one, yeah.
Yeah, then you have 25 right after that, which
I would just do a whole one.
I'm a half strip. I'm a 50 and 50 guy, or maybe the whole strip.
I usually ball it up. No.
Ball it up, little rolls.
Yeah, like roll it into one and
we're
then
thinking
just-
about doing little rolls for like Halloween next year, like little like rolled up long strips, but like rolled up and like that'd be like the Halloween pack.
Like the fruit roll up.
Kind of same thing. Yeah.
If
but
your
ours would be small.
manufacturer was real, they would do it so when it's rolled up, it has like a fucking pumpkin on the. They'd have to plan that shit out.
Yeah, that'd be some.
Easier, just roll them and then spray paint them. put a
Yes,
little,
we are
yeah.
gonna spray paint them.
Yeah, there you go.
Shift. Let's I know Joe's going to get excited about this. You want me to sit up for this,
Doing
Joe?
Politics?
Yeah.
I'm done doing politics. Every time
Honestly,
I
I'm
do
kind of
fucking
done
mad.
too, bro. The
But
world's
hey,
going crazy.
some shit happened.
Yeah.
Trump got shot at by an AK-47
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't an AK, but yeah.
on a golf course. The guy says he
His
was shooting
golf
at
course.
someone else.
No. He did. I think
Tell
it was
us what
like
happened,
SKS
Joe.
or whatever.
You know.
I
You heard it
don't
from Fox
know.
News.
From what I know, feel free to correct me down below. He was like 2 holes ahead of Trump, and he was ready to go. He had his barrel sticking out from the fence. Rookie mistake, by the way.
Wait, was he
We've
golfing
all
or just in the woods?
No. He was, so apparently on the Mar-a-Lago golf course, there's one hole that has like a pretty easy vantage
Trump
point. With like,
Intercontinental Golf.
was it that one?
Yeah.
Anyway, there's one hole that is like close enough to the street that's where like anytime you see like paparazzi photos of Trump golfing, it's usually from that vantage point because it's the only place you can see in. The rest of the golf course is like hidden behind walls and shit. And apparently this guy was set up with like a GoPro. He put up some metal plates to like bulletproof his area a little bit,
He
I
had
think.
2 bags filled with ceramic tiles, and he had a GoPro with him, and he
Maybe
had the gun.
Christian should tell
Yeah.
the
And
story.
it was a 12-hour. He was posted up there for 12 hours.
How did he pee?
And he's in a bush. He's probably peed in a bush.
So 12 hours, and then Trump was 1 hole behind.
Only one?
And so the Secret Service, their routine check is to go 1 ahead of him to like scout it, be sure it's clear. So they saw the rifle poking out of the thing, and so so then he got away. So then they called local dispatch, like the local cops, to
Like
help.
he ran because they
Yeah,
said,
like, his car
they
posted up
spotted him,
there.
so he like got in his car, drove,
Dipped.
and then but within like I guess like a old couple was there on the street where they saw the shooter like loading his car and dipping out, so they took a picture of his license plate. So they sent the license plate to the cops, and then the local cops are able to find him like super quick and arrest him.
wouldn't people just be in like ghillie suits with leaves over them?
That's now what everyone's pissed off about is like, why is this so, like, there's a vantage point there. Why was this not checked a day ahead of time? Why has this not been fixed? Like, why is this still an okay thing?
But I mean, he's not president right now, so I mean,
He's still Secret Service. I mean, that's just part of their fucking.
But I mean, Secret Service is great, but also, yeah, the question is like, well, what level of like prep do we need to do?
Hey,
Well, they didn't kill him, so this is going to be interesting because he's alive. So they're going to be able to interrogate the shit out of him and find out why he was there, what he's doing.
in your opinion, both of you, because y'all are political experts, why? I know the answer seems simple, but like, why? Like, why did they want to assassinate Trump? Like, what will then he just can't win? They don't want him to win so much.
Conservatives will tell you that it's because of the super like far right.
'Cause what do they think the outcome's gonna be?
Well, they're going to tell you that it's because of all the slander and like things that the left is
No, that's not
talking
the
about.
super
Trump.
far right. That's just
That's
what it
just-
is.
Yeah,
I mean, bro, when every news organization is saying nonstop, he's a threat to democracy.
All I
He
wanna say,
wants
though-
to end the country.
yeah, but I will say like if it were flipped and like someone shot at Biden or come
Yeah.
out like if it was super then it I don't know, it can go either way.
Yeah, but I mean, that's it goes
Trump
back
is
to
way more polarizing
Yeah,
of
it
a
goes back to
character.
when we were talking about religion, right? And it's like the whole thing of like, if you truly believe it, then you kind of have to make all your friends, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you truly believe what the media is telling you, and they're telling you that Trump is going to end democracy,
You're saving the country.
yeah, they call him a threat. Every word out of their mouth, Trump is a threat to democracy. He's going to end the United States as we know it. He's going to put us into World War III. So if you truly believe that, then assassinating him, you're doing a good thing, right? You're getting rid of the
Citizen
this
arrest.
demon. I mean, that is the problem, is like they keep, and they don't stop. He literally almost got killed again in the same fucking night. Hillary Clinton's on TV calling him a threat to democracy and a target. And it's like, what, really? Like, you're not learning
Yeah,
from
but
this?
you're not going to stop that.
No, but yeah, and then also I'm like, fucking noob move, like putting your rifle barrel out.
Yeah, like, my thing
everyone
is, like,
that's seen
bro-
a war movie knows that you don't put you back up.
And,
My
like,
only
that's
thing,
the
maybe the
thing.
bush wasn't deep enough.
Is there photos or videos of anything?
No, but I guess a Secret Service agent said that he noticed the barrel sticking through, and that's why. And I don't. It's unclear. I didn't know. Maybe you do. I don't know if he shot back. Secret Service opened fire on him. I don't know if that guy ever even shot around. I don't know if he.
I don't think he did.
Yeah. So Secret Service
think he
started shooting
fled.
at the bush, and I think
So
he
when
was
they
like,
got
fuck,
to the
fuck,
bush,
fuck.
the guy left. Like there was.
I think they shot
And
him a
then
couple times.
and civilians, like, yeah, he loaded his gun, took it, and then the civil. I think he took it.
No, he left it.
He left the
Yeah, he
gun,
didn't have a gun when they
backpack,
arrested
and the
him. Yeah.
GoPro. So he got in his car. Then this 2 civilians took a picture of him driving away.
Well, because they probably just heard gunshots too, so they probably know what's going on.
Is attempted murder the same charge as attempted murder on
Well,
the former president?
No, maybe. I don't know, but
On
that
a
is
government official, right?
DeSantis. So Florida's bringing their own charges because so far I think the Fed said they're only going to hit him with a gun charge or something like that. And DeSantis,
DeSantis is
Florida,
like, we're
is
gonna
saying,
charge him like a murderer.
attempted murder. Like why are we not? Like why is the federal government not going to charge him with attempted murder of a politician or whatever that is?
What did Trump say about this? The second
exactly what
attempt
Joe
did
just
not
said.
hit me. I was still run
much.
for America.
Yeah, I mean he's doing his thing, and then I don't know if this is true or not, but I literally right before this podcast, he has a rally today, and there was an article saying like Secret Service found a car parked in the parking lot that had like explosive devices in it or something. I just like literally right before we walked in, it was like they found a car at the rally that had explosive devices in it.
Has there
don't know if
ever,
that's
I mean,
true or
obviously
not.
there could have been some that weren't documented, but has there ever been 2 attempts on a president?
I'm sure back
Not
in the
this close, I don't think.
day. I'm sure prior to like now, like modern days.
So let's say that Trump wins, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Would, like, how do they, are they going to take into account, be like, all right, we had 2 attempts, like, hey, Trump, you need to have, like, bulletproof glass.
Oh,
if you're,
I
like,
think
everywhere.
his security would be the highest of any president so far, for sure.
Well, I mean, if you notice, he's only really doing indoor. Like since he almost died, like he's almost done nothing but indoor rallies. I think he does like 1 outdoor. He's definitely starting to lean towards doing stadiums and stuff and not being outside.
Oh,
They're
man.
easier to secure.
What do y'all think about a lot of celebrities have been coming out endorsement, 2 that are big. Well, I mean, I guess there's been a lot, but like 2 that are big names. Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish come out for Kamala, but Billie Eilish called it Kamala. Is that how
It's Kamala.
Kamala. That's how she said. Okay, so it's
Kamala.
not Kamala.
I don't know.
It's Kamala.
It's like common Allah. Kamala.
I don't know.
Common. How do you say it?
Kamala.
Kamala.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as of right now, I think it's pretty much a dead heat as far as like polling goes.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
So I think she has most of the polls. She's up by like 3 or 4 points, but all of them at the bottom, it says like margin of error, and it's always the same that she's up. So she'll be up 4%, but at the bottom it says margin of error 4%. So at this point, it's essentially a fucking dead tie.
How do you feel about celebrities like hardcore endorsing? Do you think that they shouldn't be like allowed? Do you think it sways their audience?
I don't know. I think that like even if we're at a way lower level, saying like here right now, like we could go around and say, I don't think you've asked us like who do you think's going to win and stuff like that. I would just encourage everyone to like register to vote, go vote.
Yeah. Why don't
and
they
that'd be
say that?
They should say that. That's what I would say.
Do you think it's
like,
because like
It's, I mean, in those 2 situations,
you can't win if you like?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna put my whole like.
yeah, it's gonna
Behind
sway. No,
either
they
of
are
those
though.
people.
It's gonna sway some votes, but you got to also think that like majority of Taylor Swift fans and Eilish are probably already voting that way. Like you got to think that 95% of fucking Taylor Swift fans were already going to vote for the woman running for office. Probably not Trump fans.
why?
Well, I mean, she endorsed Biden already, right? I mean, it's young girls are typically Democrat. I'm just saying I don't think it's going to sway a big amount of people. But I like Usher was on The View, and
he
they tried to
pushed
push
back,
him. Yeah, they tried to
Yeah,
like, who are
he
you going to
did a
like? You're
good
going to vote
job.
for? And he gave this like amazing speech about how like it's not his fucking place to tell you who to vote for. Like do your own research and stuff. And like the ladies, which I fucking hate The View, were like upset that you can tell they were like pissed off he didn't like Joy Behar or whatever.
Just
the
didn't
fucking
like
name
pick
is?
a side or something?
Yeah, the fat
Yeah.
redhead lady. She's so annoying. Yeah, she's like, so you're gonna vote for Kamala, right? And he's like, said everything again. She's like, so Kamala? And he's like, I'm not gonna say. She like made a face. It's like, calm down, lady.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Taylor Swift lost like 17 million followers.
Did
and
she?
It's a small percent.
I,
but, like,
I think I saw something like that. I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if that actually happened.
That's what I'm saying. Most Taylor Swift fans, I
I don't
think
believe
Taylor Swift
anything I
is
see
big with
anymore.
the, like,
That's why I'm not going to stand behind any. You don't know what's true or false like anymore. There's arguments on both sides at all times.
That's my thing. Is like I've seen a lot of videos of people that may or may not be Haitians grabbing ducks out of lakes and taking their heads off.
Yeah.
I've
Ducks?
seen like 6 different videos of this. So now I'm starting to question because Trump was like, they're killing the ducks, they're killing our pets and stuff.
They're ripping ducks' heads off?
Yeah. So now everyone's like, no, that's false. It's not
I
true.
saw
But it's
a
like I
video of
keep
this girl-
seeing videos of people in the U.S. grabbing ducks and
I keep
taking them.
seeing
and
all
I'm
this
like,
thing about they're eating our dogs.
well,
and
in,
That's
stuff.
what it
in
was.
Springfield, Ohio, I saw
Yeah.
this one video from this girl where they like, I guess an illegal, but beheaded their cat.
oh, on the driveway or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was right.
That struck a big
I
chord
don't
with you,
know.
didn't it, Christian?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
you ain't taking my cat.
See, I don't think that was actually illegal. I think that was
Yeah,
like
like, what proof is like
That's where I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I have seen an alarming number of videos and security cameras showing people at lakes like catching ducks with nets and like taking them and walking off with them. And it's like,
What are they do? They eating
I
them?
think they're eating them. Yeah, I think they're taking them and eating them. I don't know, but now it's this thing. Now I think we can agree that eating ducks and cats and dogs is bad, but for some reason, since Trump said it, now it's just like polarizing. Like if you believe that, you're a fucking
No, I think
Nazi, and if you don't believe it, you're a liberal. And it's like I think
I've gone to fancy restaurants. They have duck on there.
yeah, but you can't just go pull them out of the fucking lake in your park.
Not ideal. Yeah, don't want to do that.
I mean, I don't know. There's so much, like he was saying, there's so much like disinformation now that it's so hard to even.
You don't even
And now
wanna-
there's AI videos. So now
Yeah.
the video I'm watching might not even be fucking real.
You don't want to like back somebody and like come out and say it if you don't even fucking really know the.
Yo,
Well, didn't that happen? What was Ben Shapiro posted that right after the Hamas and Israel thing? He like posted a video and was like, "I hope like y'all understand this is what you're like okay with. This is like a charred baby or whatever." And it was like an AI generated. Like someone ran it through and found out that it's like an AI generated image. But it's like he riled up how many millions of people saying, "Here's a picture of a baby that was burned," but it was like an AI image, had nothing to do with what's going on. You gotta be real careful nowadays on like.
It's getting wild, bro. I mean.
Yeah, because now it's like, is the video that I saw of people taking ducks, was it even in the U.S.? If it was it in Springfield or is it unrelated? Even after all that, was it AI generated?
Bro,
was there even a person with a
it's
duck?
wild. There's this.
Did Taylor Swift actually lose 17 million followers? I don't fucking know.
There's this like big stock guy on Twitter that I follow, and he's done it with like Trump, Kamala. It was like Tupac and shit, but it's so wild. It's like it'll be like it happens in a split second, but it'll be like a picture of like Tupac and him, okay, and then it'll be like a picture of both of them, and within like half a second, they both like come alive and they turn to each other and they like wrap their arms around each other, but it's like it'll be like him and Tupac like hugging. I'm like, how the fuck? Like, what is real anymore?
You know what I was actually watching while, like, at the exact moment, the day that the president got shot second time, or Trump, the second attempt?
Boner Jams 09.
I was watching, Oprah was hosting this, like, I don't know why, but it was with Sam Altman,
MGK.
Marquise on YouTube, like all like the AI guys. It was like an AI.
Why is
were
Oprah with
they
fucking
real?
Sam Altman?
Was it all holograms?
And then Bill Gates was on there.
Yeah.
So they were all talking about different topics of AI and just like all like different concerns of it. And then it got interrupted with the news but so they ended the stream of it. But
I don't like Oprah.
Whoa.
she looks
I mean,
good
you
for
sue
being
me,
that.
but-
Isn't she like 60 or
Yeah, I just don't know
70?
why. Like, why is Oprah talking about AI? Oprah has no fucking clue. What she's
You
talking
get a
about.
car.
Well, that's why they got.
I think she was like
specialists.
the host. I know, but I'm
Yeah.
just like, why is Oprah still? I don't know.
'Cause
I
when
feel
you're
like
I thought
rich.
she was neutral with it.
when I was growing up, Oprah, my mom watched Oprah and Martha Stewart all the time, and it was like just like a talk show and stuff. And then I don't know what happened in the last 10 years. Now it's like strictly political and like fucking.
I don't know. I think the AI.
Because I think Oprah endorsed, or she's going to endorse Kamala.
Kamala.
I think she either did or she's about to endorse, and she endorsed Obama. And I just don't get why
That
this
has
big like
nothing
talk
to do
show
with
host-
the AI like conversation.
No, I'm just like if I had to pick a group of people to host an AI thing, I wouldn't. Pick.
Bro,
I'd
I've been
give me,
getting
like
more
Elon
fed up
Musk
with
or
like I can't
Tim
listen.
Cook.
I don't know. Even with I consider myself more conservative than liberal, but like even Fox is just like annoying, bro. Like watching
Yeah.
like now Tucker Carlson's like kind of just really milking like I don't know. It's,
Tucker got fired.
No, I know, but he's like
Yeah.
on his own doing his own
Oh,
thing,
yeah,
and
yeah.
just like he's like laughing at the other
Yeah.
opponents and stuff like that, and just like really like kind of. I just
I'll
don't.
agree
I
with
don't
that.
fuck with any of that. Like
When it's always like the titles are always like senator gets torched for something, and it's
Yeah,
like no one
shut
got
up.
torched. Like nothing.
everyone,
nothing
shut
happened.
up.
Yeah.
Are y'all? You mentioned Tim Cook. Are you getting the new iPhone, Christian? Apple event.
Honestly, no.
This might be
This is the first one I'm not going to get.
I think I'm still gonna get it, but it's first one that I wasn't like. I was like, oh man, I forgot to like pre-order like as soon as I woke up, and I was like, whatever. Like I'll get it eventually. Or
I think I'm gonna go get it on Friday.
Isn't
but
the
not 'cause I
AI
want
already
to.
not in it?
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's like basically a software
That was
update, right?
great. Yeah, it's supposed to be October. It was crazy that Apple designed the phone, talked about AI nonstop, and how this phone was designed for AI, and then they're launching it. Well, it's not ready yet.
Like when you get it,
But I guess
in a
they,
month
like-
you'll be able to.
I'm assuming because of shareholder and stuff, they have to launch a phone because they've always launched phones in September. Because I'm like, why didn't y'all just move the launch to October then? Like,
Yeah.
you can't. I mean, this is like saying I invented the best VR headset ever, but you can't actually use it for VR for a month after you buy it. Until late October, the new phone is no different from our 15
You know the
at all.
stupidest thing I ever bought was the Apple Vision Pro.
Do you still have two?
I have one.
Oh, you return one?
Bro, use it on
No,
your flight for movies.
No.
I would
the
use that.
battery will only last like.
Plug it in.
No, battery lasts pretty long.
Plug it in while you're watching it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that would be a sick way to watch a movie.
Yeah, it would. 100%.
If I'm not laying down though,
But then you look
then
like a douche.
it's just so heavy on my face.
I look like a douche without
You
it,
need
bro.
the top strap one. Use the other strap.
Then your hair looks like shit.
I bought one, and then I was like, I'm never going to use this thing, and I
I
returned
do
it.
like watching movies on it.
I said I would buy another one if they did anything that made it useful, and I don't know if they've changed anything. They haven't come out with the new version yet. So
I had more fun with the Meta one.
yeah, because it's games.
I had way more fun
it's
with
not
that.
games.
And then I let my dad it, and then we got kicked out with the password, so we haven't used it. But that was
It's
more fun.
still the
than
future.
Apple.
Did you see the overall Apple event? The new,
No.
bro. It's so
I kind of want the watch. I'm not gonna lie. It's the same watch I already have. It's just black.
bro, the new headphones, Apple AirPods, the Maxes,
Yeah.
everyone, it's like, we want like a physical button. We want a better case. We want to be able to like,
Turn them on and off.
yeah, turn it on and off like with a button, or like we want to be able to fold them up. Like, it's been like, how many years since they came out?
Like 5.
4, I think.
4 years. And the only update they did was, here's some new colors, and they made it USB-C.
Yeah.
How, like, you couldn't.
$600.
Overwhelming feedback. Even by, you would think things like the Marcus Brown, like, when he has like critical things, because he's so like well versed in tech,
Yeah.
you think Apple would be like, hey, maybe we should really listen to like his opinion, or like at least take it into
Yeah,
account.
but you know what though?
They'll
When
still
you go work out at fucking Alpha Land, how many people were in those? Which also weird flex to wear your fucking over ear headphones while working out. I never understood that.
It's all
Just
sweaty.
Get some AirPods. A lot of people at Alpha Land will like they're wearing their AirPod Maxes while they're like running on the treadmill and stuff. I'm like, why?
I just don't
'Cause
think
that's
it's
what they wanna
it's not
do.
comfortable.
Yeah, no, I think the AirPod Maxes are a fucking status symbol. It's like a Rolex. I think a lot of people, it's like the most expensive. Like people wear them because they want to be looked at. I think.
It's like one of the Apple products that I dislike.
I will say, you got me the Sonos headphones, vastly superior in every way, and they don't fold, but they have a proper.
Do you wanna know
case.
why?
Do they
work.
turn on and off or no?
Yeah. No, they're great. The sound cancellation's insane. And I didn't think I'd ever use it, but if you have a Sonos soundbar, if you sit down in front of your TV, they'll automatically just like switch your TV to the headphones. So if you want to watch a movie at 100% volume at 1 a.m. while someone's sleeping next to you, you can. Like you can have a full cinematic experience just sitting on your couch.
I would never put headphones on.
I
while
thought the
watching a
same
movie
thing.
with-
Yeah.
But I could see, at least living in an apartment, I could see that like sometimes at midnight I can't turn the TV all the way up if I'm watching like a movie. I have to like try to.
Joe, do you think that this will be something that will be implemented, or do you think no, it'll never be implemented? You know how with Apple, the reason that I'm like all about Apple headphones
Yeah.
is because when Taylor and I fly or whatever, like we can sync the audio
Yeah.
and watch the same thing on the iPad. Do you think Apple will get to a point where they're just gonna be like, you can have multiple Bluetooths on our Apple device and it doesn't have to be Apple? Like,
I hope so.
because I can't use my Bose to watch the same thing that Taylor's
but
watching.
that's just a software.
Because that's the best feature in the world.
Technology-wise, it is already there. That's just Apple doing that. I don't know.
Being able to both watch one device while both wearing wireless headphones is like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
I stand behind the Beats Fit Pro. Those headphones, they're like the in-ear, but they like pop in. They have a little shape so you pop it in. The best.
Those are also
battery.
Apple, though.
No, they're
Yeah.
owned by
yeah.
Apple.
No,
yeah,
I mean
but
it's,
like-
it's all Apple components and
So
everything.
would those
But way-
work
way
with
back-
sharing audio?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, because even the Beats Pill, I got the new Beats Pill for golf, which is wonderful. And it looks like an Apple product. You turn it on, my phone recognizes it like same way it does AirPods. Like it pops up with a little icon and everything. Like, yeah, I think Beats, because Apple owns them, it's like it's included in that ecosystem.
Hey, 2 shows you need to watch.
Tell me.
One, I'm going to say it again, Bad Monkey.
I still haven't finished it.
Haven't
I'm on
watched
episode
it.
3.
It's the new episodes are great. It's
Okay.
still a really good show.
Are you
on
going to say
Apple.
Perfect Couple?
No, I'm going to say I just saw it on Netflix. It's called Heel. It's with the guy that played Arrow, Stephen Amell, and it's like a wrestling show, but it's like a 2 seasons. It's been really good. 2 episodes in.
I'll check that out.
Yeah.
My show, The Perfect Couple, really, it's like a murder mystery.
Oh, with
whodunit.
Nicole Kidman.
Yes.
Yeah, I've watched all that.
Great show.
That
I
was
don't like Nicole Kidman. Though.
what?
Not, see, I didn't, when I saw the
I like
AMC
her.
commercial, I was kind of
That's
like,
a redhead, right?
No, blonde.
well, she's kind of redhead.
She's blonde.
Wait, who am I thinking of?
Kind of redhead.
Who is the
Yeah, it's
AMC
blonde.
girl?
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, I don't like her. Just because for the last fucking 3
No.
years, I have to listen to this dumb speech about like somehow heartbreak feels good in a place like. I'm like, shut the fuck up and
Because
watch
when
the
you're-
movie.
Oh, is she the one in the AMC
It
thing?
makes me so mad, and now I don't like her because of that.
I'm telling you, her performance in this show is
Yeah.
excellent.
I'm sure she's great. I just don't like her because of the AMC like intro. Every
She's
time
pretty
I'm there.
old, right?
She's good looking for how old she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she's good looking because I have a fiance.
No. Once there's a threshold of age where it's okay. Like,
like your mom. Yeah, like your mom. Yeah.
No, not like my mom, but Modern Family. Sophia Vergara, what the fuck's her name?
Gloria.
Yeah, in the show, but their real name's like Sophia Vergara's or whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
She's like 50-something years old and still
Over
insanely good looking.
over 55. It's like Jennifer Aniston. If I don't know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just respect for like looking good.
So
Yeah,
you're-
if you were like Taylor, Jennifer Aniston's a very good looking girl. There's no way she could be like, Max, how fucking dare you? Like, also, I think there's no chance that you're gonna like leave Taylor and go. You know?
Do you think there are objectively attractive people that like it's just like commonplace that you're like, yes, that person is attractive.
Yeah.
Yes,
dudes,
yeah,
guys.
100%.
Like, are
Bro,
we
Heidi and I like both scout out people at the gym while we're working out. Like
attractive?
Oh, that's
people?
kinda weird.
To like bring
it
it
is
into
kind
your
of weird, right?
Yeah, no,
She
that's
like
weird.
hunted down this girl yesterday. I was like,
For
yeah.
what
Okay,
purpose?
if she's hunting down a girl, I feel
modeling.
like that's more okay. I feel like I'd be less upset. Like if Heidi was like, "Oh, that girl's good looking for my shoot," I feel like if I'm you and she's like, "That guy's super good looking," I want to come.
God, that guy's just so hot.
Yeah, I'd be weirded out by that.
It's like you can model for Alphalete.
I don't know. I think I have a weird thing where like
I don't know.
if
'Cause
you're
I don't
over
have
an
great
age-
taste. I'm like, sure, say it.
Yeah, but like if you're a 7 when you're 30, But if you're still a 7 in hotness when you're 55, that's the age. It's like wine, dude. It goes up.
Yeah?
you got to factor
Yeah.
the age. Like
There's an
Christy
algorithm.
Brinkley, she's like 60-something years old and still hot.
So you're
Like,
saying
that's
that
crazy.
Salma Hayek?
Yeah.
She's
Like,
pretty old.
there's an age that it starts going up.
So there's an attractive formula based
Yeah.
on age. It's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like it's
They're
kinda
more
like
attractive if
wiener
they're
length.
older and still attractive.
Shaft divided by length times yaw. Yeah, no, there's definitely like an age thing that it's like a kicker.
Hey, man, I was gonna make a terrible joke. I'm not gonna say that.
Was it about my mom?
No, but I could make it about. I can
Okay.
make it pretty much everything about your mom.
Yeah.
God, there's so many things that want to come to my head. I think a good kind of ending thing for this episode is our boy Diddy got.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what happened. I
arrested.
just keep seeing memes.
They found over 1,000 bottles
Baby
of
oil.
and lubricant and shit in his
That's
house.
not illegal, is it?
It's just kind of weird when you're being
Wait, no. What did he get arrested for?
sex trafficking.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying he got arrested for having like lube, and I'm like,
Joe's like, I
that's
have
illegal.
more than that in my apartment.
I have 2,000 bottles in my apartment. Okay, yeah. So what did he do?
What didn't he do?
All I know about is that he like drugged that girl through the hallway at the hotel or something, and then he
on that
fucked
one little thing.
Meek Mill or something.
Lots
Him and
of
Meek Mill
guys
hooked up
have-
or something.
There's a lot of like
Lots of dudes.
a lot of like drugged like slip stuff into drinks and then had
Nice.
like sexual like relations with like people who didn't want girls didn't want them to do it, would like organize like sex parties. This is just what
His whole life from now on is just gonna be
no
done.
pun intended fucked.
Fucked.
You
Huh.
know
I keep seeing memes about it was like PDA's going to drop the soap every day. That's all. I don't know what it's about, but I'm like, okay.
You know what's wild is, I think I mentioned this before, but like imagine doing these like heinous crimes, right? That are, and this goes for a lot of people, and then like 5, 10, 15, like decades go by, and you like either still doing it or you're like, I've changed or whatever, this is my past, and then like you just think you're in the clear, and then like 20 years later you
Well,
get,
it sounds like he was doing this still.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as people should get charged.
You would know the
for-
answer to this. I was listening to
Where is that?
Fuel, Eminem.
Love that.
Did he mean to say P. Diddy? Like,
Yes.
is he a lyrical master, or did he just... Because there's a line where he like spells rapper, but he spells it raper, and then he says he didn't mean to, or he didn't spell rapper with like leaving a P. Diddy.
I'll say the line.
Which I'm like, that's fucking genius if that's what he meant to
I'll
do.
say the line.
Yeah.
For a couple decades, been spitting. Oh my
Just
God.
start at the R. We don't
Oh.
care about the intro.
It's like
of that.
got a lot of homies out west. Just like my homies. I'm like an RAPER. God, I know this song. It's triggering me that I know these lyrics.
Well, everything cool that I said, you just ruined.
I know. No.
Now we're like 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. For a couple decades, been letting this text spray from that day that I met Joyce and Love.
Just get to the fucking line.
I know, but I know these words.
Okay, just say
I have
it.
to have the song playing. Okay.
I'm like a.
So you're liable to catch strays from the second you press play. I suggest they do not test like an essay, cause like where my homies out west stay, we can just say I'm like an RAPER because I got so many essays out in West, right? Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? Yep, and then he goes R.I.P.
Yeah, see, I didn't know if he literally meant to say P. Diddy with the rape line.
Oh,
or
yeah,
if it was-
definitely.
Yeah, no, he's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nothing that Eminem says in his lines is like a coincidence.
Accident. Yeah, no, that was a good one.
He didn't just like spell rapper and leave out a P, did he?
Yeah, it's fucking genius.
So
I know,
genius.
yeah.
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 So P. Diddy's a raper.
He's a lot of
Potentially
things.
a pedophile.
Yeah. He's
Why
like
we don't get all fucking
You think
red
Justin
pill.
Bieber got like...
I've noticed
for a couple decades
in a lot of stuff now.
From that day that I met
so
you.
I watch a lot of like murderer interrogation stuff while I'm working. I don't know why. Really interesting.
While
So
you're
there's a thing-
working?
Yeah, like Iwu, like Explore With Us. Is a guy that all he does is go, yeah. No, I'm telling you. Anyway, what I've noticed recently though, across all of it, and mostly in there, the word pedophile is now bleeped out.
Yeah, I have to bleep it out now.
Why?
I think. Well,
I've noticed
it
that like
triggers
someone
YouTube,
said,
right?
I don't
Yeah.
know, because I've noticed that someone said like,
Don't say it.
okay, well, someone said he's an effing P.
just say Pia Dia
Yeah.
Fialo.
I'm confused why like people are like they're leaving fuck, and like Nazi is okay, but then the P word is now what's getting bleeped out. I'm like, why is that bleeped out? But fuck is. I'm confused why that's a bad word now. Why are we not allowed to say that word? I've noticed it a lot in like news. They bleep it out in like videos, documentaries. They bleep that word out, and I'm like, why
Maybe
is
it's
that
a
word
triggering
bleeped?
word of people that have had experience with it. So maybe they're.
Yeah, but you could say
Censorship, bro.
No, that's bleeped out a
is.
lot.
I don't think it is.
That's why they
I'm just
say,
confused
people
why
will
that
say
word is like not
SAs
supposed to
now.
be used. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, I've noticed that, and I don't
He or
understand
she
why.
I will
was
say
S-
people calling people that P word
Yeah.
without like actually being a P word is like
Probably
kinda
not
wild.
cool. Yeah. I don't think I've ever like ripped on someone for. I don't know if I've ever used that as like a.
It's kind of a weird thing to.
Yeah, now it's like over the last 5 years it's changed, I feel.
I don't remember at any point in like high school where
Yeah,
I
I
call
know.
someone a pedo.
What's your favorite
Maybe.
dirty word?
My eyes lit up. I can't say it. It's also bleeped.
I think mine's just bitch.
My favorite two I can't say, and they're both like real things that you shouldn't call people that are actually these things. But if they're not actually these things, you're allowed to call them these things. Y'all can figure that one out for yourselves.
Christian, what's your favorite dirty word?
I don't know. It's not ass.
What's your piss my ass? What's your most
Tourette's
used
episode right here?
dirty word?
It's definitely. I mean, F. I don't. People. You know when people comment,
can
like,
say it. We've just
I know,
said it
but,
like
but
10
when people
times.
comment on my video, because sometimes I go through phases where I like, if
Yeah.
I'm fired up, I say it so often. I'm like, Jesus, why am I saying it so often? Because like, they'll comment
It
like, hey,
puts
just tone it
emphasis.
down a little bit. You know, I'm like, yeah, I feel that. I'm trying to do better about not.
It's just a
saying
word,
it
dude.
so
Well, that's the
much.
power of words. Is that like you adding that in adds another layer of like intensity to what you're doing.
I remember specifically one reel I was like chopping up for my Instagram, and it was like a fired up speech, and I remember purposely having to cut so many of the F's out, and I still had so many in there, and I was like, damn, I could cool it off.
I did. When I used to be a YouTuber, I actually had to start cutting them out because I got like demonetized, like a notice that I was like not safe for children or something.
Yeah.
YouTube called me a pedo apparently, so I had to. So I had to cut a lot of my videos, and I'd be talking, and it would be so many cuts, it'd be like annoying to listen to because every other word I would.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, you know what? I requested specifically at our wedding. I said that all the music that is played at our wedding is
Eminem.
Well, I love that, but
No bad words.
No, I said I only want versions that have bad words.
I feel like weddings just like orchestra music. You don't play like real songs. Oh, you mean for like the party side of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just hate edited
Walking
music.
down the aisle to like fucking 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hate edited music. I hate it. Especially when they play like songs that have like a lot of curse words and they play it on the radio. And then I'm just like, why do you even play this song if a third of the song is muted because of all the curse words? Like, just play different songs because this one, like, I'm listening to just sentences of silence.
Yeah, I remember when I was young, there's like a David Banner song that I like really liked, but I was too young. I had like the clean, and I didn't even know there was. And like almost my whole life, every time he said something bad, there'd be like a girl moaning in the song, and I just thought that was for like a solid 15. I thought that was the song. I just thought like there was just moans in the song. I didn't know there was actually like a version that.
Bro, I'm so ADD right now. I'm thinking about like we should definitely do a big panel at the Summer Shredding Championship. Like all of us, like Russ, Shawley, Like, just do a cool, like,
It was Shawley. Where's Shawley?
Was the song Play?
Heidi.
Yeah, that song. That's David Banner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that song, I had the clean disc, and I didn't know there was a bad one. So I just thought the song. So I'd be singing along and like making the moaning sounds. I was like a little like 8-year-old kid on the golf cart as I was driving my golf cart.
You would make the moaning sounds?
I thought it was part of the song. I thought that was like the song.
You know the Justin Bieber song, You Should Love Yourself, you know?
No.
Yeah, you do.
Love yourself?
Yeah, it's like, how's it go?
Go on, Max.
You should love yourself.
I don't know the
No,
song.
it originally Ed Sheeran wrote the song, and it was
Okay.
you should go F yourself was the original
Yeah.
song. They changed it to Love Yourself.
I had, what's the 369? Like,
Yeah, that one.
yeah, like to the windows, to the walls. That's another song that like as a kid, I thought I knew all the lyrics. Apparently I didn't know any of the fucking lyrics.
Mommy, let me whisper in
Yeah. No, that wasn't.
Oh, don't do that.
That was a different song, right?
That's weird.
Like, pew, pew, pew.
That's not that song, is it?
Wait till you see my dick. Wait till you see my dick.
On that note,
Yeah, Max getting flagged right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna edit all that out. Don't you know?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is there's so much of this podcast you guys don't see that I edit out because I have all the power.
You do. Sometimes you edit shit out that I don't want you. Max will text me like, "Don't worry, I saved you," and I'm
No.
like, "You didn't save me. You made me look like a bitch. Leave it in."
No, like in the last episode where I bleeped out what he put his license plate as his truck.
Why? So
Why?
if I want to put it as my license plate, obviously I don't care if people know what's on my
I'm
license plate.
protecting you.
From what?
bleep out my neighborhood though.
I will.
Yeah.
I gotta-
From what are you
got-
protecting me from?
From people going, Joe.
You know what? Y'all are gonna find out what it is when it's on my truck, and I'm gonna say that anyone that's mad about it being that is what it says on my license plate. I'm gonna double down. But I never got a call from the DMV. It said delivered, and then they said they were gonna call me, and I never got a call, so I don't know if it's actually.
And you're about to sell your Raptor to get a Hummer.
I don't know. You
EV.
know, that's a good final topic. Yeah, I've been looking at getting a Hummer SUV. I kind of like it. I drove.
How
it,
much
and
percent
it's-
off you can give me your truck for?
You want my truck?
What, 25%? That's not enough? Like the
yeah,
hot tub?
yeah. So here's my logic, right? So
It is a sick car.
I
I'll take
like
the truck.
I like the Hummer EV. It's not terrible. It's super fast. The inside's really nice. Got autopilot. I'm gonna have a house to charge it at and stuff. And so my old Raptor R went to my dad. I have the new one. So we have two of the exact same truck basically. We have two Raptor Rs. So the thought that I'm like, oh, I love the Raptor R. I don't want to lose it, but also I'm like, I still have access to a. You know, like if I get the Hummer and then I want to take a road trip or I want to go to the beach or whatever, I just call up Steve and be like, hey, let me swap cars
That's
with you real
why
quick and
I
I'll take
never
the truck.
bought a Raptor because I just have access to
Yeah,
one.
I'm starting to be like, yeah, why do we have like as close as me and my dad are and we're seeing each other all the time and stuff, like we swap cars all the time and right now we have the exact same. We have two of the exact same trucks. I'm like, why don't we get something different so we can
Joe's logic changes every 3 months.
Yeah, no, if I get the
Same with
Hummer,
his cars.
I'm gonna want another
I'm
Raptor.
down to buy your truck.
It would be the satin black one.
Yeah.
That's the older Raptor R.
Oh, no, I want the new one.
I'm gonna trade the older one in for the Hummer and keep the new one.
How much would you sell Christian your Raptor?
I
R
don't
for?
know. They were going over. I think they're not
75.
anymore. No, fuck off. You know what? As a bro, I would say whatever they offer me for trade-in value, I'd sell it to you for.
Okay, that's fair.
Because they're gonna mark it up and make 10 grand on it. So whatever they offer me, like that would be a good deal for him.
How much do you consider a bro discount?
25 to 30%.
I think anything lower than they would normally get. Right?
Like if I haven't gotten in my hot tub yet, then I would say
That's a hard one to value.
$10,000 hot tub. I would say like $7,000.
Okay, so I would say yes, as long as I can't go find
And
the
install
same
it.
hot
I'll
tub for
install it.
$7,000. Yeah, I think it's like if you're gonna sell me your camera, and I go on eBay and that camera used is going for $1,500, and you sell it to me for $1,200, that's a bro deal.
That
if
is a
you're
bro
like,
deal.
I'm gonna match $1,500, that's not. You're not doing.
What
me
if I
any
go?
favors
What if I
here.
go? I'll do
Y'all are the
$5.
stingiest with this scenario because when y'all sell camera gear, you try to get full price all the time.
No.
You're like,
I sell shit
unused. I'm
really,
like,
really cheap.
It's used.
Well,
No,
if
it's always
anything-
cheap. I lose so much money on camera gear.
Well, if anything, the bro deal would be you supporting a small.
I gave you
small
a fucking gimbal. I gave you $1,000 gimbal for free.
It's sitting on my desk. I haven't used it.
Well, it's not my problem.
Same with Christian's hot tub.
And I
All
give you
right.
an iPad.
Nah, we don't talk about that.
I'm
All right,
giving you an
guys.
iPad.
I know. I need.
I
to start
do.
giving you
I need
stuff,
some more
dude.
iPads. I really like using iPads when I fly and stuff.
I'm gonna go download. Y'all taught me. I'm gonna go download that heel show and watch it on the plane to Spain.
Watch The Perfect Couple. That might be one.
I already watched it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Bro, I watch fast.
I mean, what do you mean? I watch them fast. You watch them.
No, he watched double
If
speed.
something's
dude.
new on
Speed
Netflix,
faster.
I'm like on it. You know.
Have y'all seen the movie Rebel Ridge?
I've been waiting to see that.
It's
Is it
pretty good. Yeah.
wait.
I love that.
Wait.
Yeah.
Is this the guy that with the bicycle that gave?
Yeah.
I am halfway through it, and I think it's a 5 out of 10 right
You
now.
don't like it?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you one scene about this movie, and when this scene happened, I go, "This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen." Okay, I'm just gonna, this isn't
I'm trying to
spoiling
think
anything
now. I liked the movie.
because the guy's trying to get his cousin out of jail.
Yeah.
There's a scene when he's on his bicycle, he's riding because his cousin's in a
Oh, I was confused by that
in
scene.
a police van, in a police bus
Yeah.
going somewhere, and he pedals and he's yelling at his cousin that he's like, I'm gonna get you out, and the cousin puts his hand out of the thing, and he goes to fist bump him, right, and he misses the fist bump. So what does he do? It's an aggressive scene, and he pedals even harder, and he gets to the front of the bus and looks at the bus driver, saying like, "Look, I'm riding my bike so fast to match this bus," and then he pulls back, and then he Abel's fist bump, and he's like, "Yeah!" and everyone's like, "Woo!" and I'm like, that was an intense scene. You're telling me that this man on a bicycle rode faster than a freaking bus?
You can ride bikes pretty
and
fast.
that's the intense scene in this movie?
It gets better. I didn't hate it.
I just talked to Taylor about this. I was like, I don't think it's that great, but I'm willing to stick it out.
It gets good at the end. The end's good. It's got a good.
I
good
do
ending.
respect how calm he is.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
I need to be more calm.
Pretty good. It reminds me of what's the movie with The Rock when he like comes home from
Fast and Furious.
No, he like comes.
The Tooth Fairy.
No, he like, comes
Moana.
home from war and then
Jumanji.
he like runs for sheriff in a town and there's like a casino that's all corrupt and shit. It's a really good movie.
I don't know.
Walking Tall. I think it's Walking Tall. That's a 10 out of 10 movie if you've never seen that.
That's definitely not a 10 out of 10 movie.
Are you kidding me?
All right, guys.
At the end?
New episodes every Monday. We're not missing anyone for the rest of the time. We have to get to 100 at least, and then I can shut the podcast
I'm
down.
moving next weekend. Not this weekend, the following weekend.
Well, luckily, we have other days.
I definitely like the weekdays.
Me too.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
Look how good our energy was. But that'll wrap this episode up. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're on any sort of podcast streaming service, give us a 5-star review. Don't know what it does, but I think it helps. Keep boosting our stats. Make us become the sickest pod that's ever lived. And yeah, eat more sour strips than ever before, baby. Woof, woof. Thanks for tuning in. Chun Dogs out. Woo. Go buy sour strips. Sour strips bites. You can use discount code FIRST10
Go
to
buy
get 10%.
some 2-pack 0Ts. Maybe size up.
Size up. I wear a large. Bye. That was a great episode.